It, I imagine that it's difficult to apply liquid eyeliner as the car alarm kicks off into its beautiful serenading song. Yeah, so funny thing was, just started my live stream just in time for the car alarm. That's fantastic. So, no, that was perfectly hilarious. The car alarm going off in the background. That's just part of the soundtrack to the song now. All right. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's have a look at the Nodeschool workshops. So again, for anyone who doesn't know what Nodeschool is, it is a series of workshops done in the Node.js, nodejs.org, JavaScript server-side framework. Oh, there we go. Vancouver, Canada happens to be where I am. Haven't looked at this website in a long time. October 4th to 6th. There's a Node.js event. Well, we'll get back to that. Meanwhile, over here on the tutorials and workshops, here we go. The workshoppers, view the workshopper list. As it's just me, I get to decide. So I haven't done a few of these. I've done a whole bunch, but I haven't done a few. So I'm wondering if I do something I've done before, because that might be a bit easier and I won't look like such a complete muppet. Or I do something, learn your HTML. I don't think I've done this. Let's have a wee look. Let's learn you HTML. Ooh, no, learn you Node, learn you React, and learn you Bash, but I've not done learn you HTML. So sometimes it helps to go and have a quick look at the one you want to do and just see if there are any major serious issues, because if you start doing one of these puzzles and it gets to be that it doesn't work properly, or there's errors in the code, or it's just basically unsupported, or it doesn't work in a particular later version of Node or NPM or something. Okay, so this one's hello world, tags, attributes, inline tags, etc. Okay, well this one looks pretty. So let's install it. Now, it did have where to install it, how to install it on the front page, but if you click through from any of these, it'll take you to the hosted GitHub page. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go npm install learn you HTML, and then we're going to make a directory learn you. Oh, I shouldn't be doing it in this one, should I? I should be doing it in this one. Learn you HTML. All right. Change directory, learn you HTML. And there we go. We're ready to kick it off. Now, as soon as this is installed, we'll be able to run the learn you HTML because it's installing globally. And taking a while. All right. Should we talk about something else while that's going on? Maybe we should. Share. What's some of the other ones that are quite good fun to do if you're learning? Learn you Node is good. That's a fundamental one. Stream Adventure, that's a fundamental one. So you have these core modules. I'm not sure how that got defined, but that's fine. And then there's a whole bunch of electives. They're basically all just interesting in their own way. Async, Nodebot, that's a big favorite. Nodebot is awesome. That's using the Johnny 5 library, and you can run that code. We'll definitely be doing this one in the future, but you can run that code in the emulator on your machine. But then if you have an Arduino, you can actually run exactly the same code, but using the physical Arduino plugged into servo motors or LEDs or whatever it is. There's a few here that are a bit difficult. I think WebGL might be one of those. But there's a heap here that I haven't even seen. So this is great. Testing, that's got to be great. I'll be looking forward to doing that. Oh, so many interesting ones. Simple peer-to-peer BitTorrent network. Of course there is. Why not? Now, how are we going over here? Ooh, is that success? Looks like success, but it also is fairly verbose. All right, let's see what happens. Learn your HTML. I'm just hitting reset. That resets the shell. So learn new HTML. The environment variable, sometimes you need to log in, log out and log in. If you type reset in your shell, and it does effectively reads all the environment variables again. All right, learn HTML hello world. So let's do the same over here and create your first web page. Hello world. It's very exciting. All right, what do we got here? Wow, there's a whole lesson on what is hypertext markup language. So I'm going to assume that anyone who's watching this is going to already know what HTML is. You need a browser, you need an editor. I'll guide you through simple exercises. Run file will serve local server at 3. Well, this is interesting. Localhost 3000. If we learn your HTML run file, and then learn your HTML verify file will check it and actually tell you whether you passed or failed. So create a new empty file. So this is the challenge. You'll see that these are fairly standard in the way that they're laid out. They're actually based on a couple of NPM modules specifically for creating workshops. There's 2 of them, but we can go into that later. Via index.html. Cool. All right. So create a new empty file, put these lines in there. Okay. Doc type, HTML, and I might not have linting set up for this, for actual basic HTML. We'll find out. Meta char set equals UTF-8 because it's not the olden days, and just see if I'm tabbing that correctly. Okay, title, hello world. If this is boring and anyone actually turns up and starts watching what I'm doing, I'm going to be very open to, oh nice, we do have some linting of sorts, so that's good. I'm going to be open to doing requests because, you know, the whole idea of this is that I get to do amusing coding stuff while folks watch. So that should be fun. I don't think that looks right to me. Let's just, there we go. That's better. Get some of that formatting pretty. Boilerplate for all your next exercises. All right, so basically don't stuff it up. So if we go learn new HTML, run index, we should be able to have a server, and it even automatically loads. So that's pretty. And here's a body. Fantastic. So if we close that up, it should shut down. I'm sure it's using Express or something funky there. And then we should be able to verify index.html. Verify all the things. Verify. That's better. All right. Yay! Is that right? Cool. I just did the JavaScripting module last and streamed that with terrible audio. And it didn't have the solutions, and so that was problematic. Here we go. Okay, so the first exercise is called an HTML document, minimum boilerplate for each HTML document. One of the most important lines is the doc type HTML. The document type tells your browser what to do, appears once, etc. So learn you HTML. Okay, before we do that, what we might do, because it's an HTML, we can't really, actually, no, that'll be fine. Let's just leave it as is, because I think it's a little bit different to the other ones. I was going to do some naming conventions and numbering conventions because of the numbers of each of the sections, but it's an index.html file, so I don't think we're going to be, it's not like a standard node module, Nodeschool module or Nodeschool workshopper. Tags. All right. Tags. Okay. Tag name. Tags come in pairs, open close tags, selection tool and editors. Yep. Got it. Keyword. This is well written as well. Surrounded by angle brackets. P tells the browser to start a new paragraph. Ending tags look the same. This is a paragraph, small number of tags, break, image, and horizontal can be used without an ending tag. Breaks is the break, a line break, image in the document, thematic break between paragraph level elements. In previous versions of HTML, it was represented a horizontal rule in visual browsers. Okay, using like this, basic HTML document. Let's consider its content, head, yada, 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 title, hello world, here is a body. Here we have an HTML tag which will wrap the whole document. Tag includes blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what's the challenge? You already have an HTML document. In body, add 2 paragraphs with any text you like. Okay, so let's go back to our index.html file. In body, let's add 2 paragraphs first and second. Yeah, please separate these 2 tags with a horizontal rule. I think that's it. Okay, good to know, good to know. Whoops, something is wrong, but don't panic. Head, title, body, text. Head, meta, title, text. Head, meta, title, solution, hidden title, text. Difference, body, text. Here is the body. Do we meant to be removing that? Is that what's going on? Maybe we're meant to be removing it. Yes, okay, so official solution, yada, 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 first and second. Basic HTML document looks like. Tell you more about how you can use tags. Tags are case insensitive. Yes, lowercase is generally accepted. Special kind of tag comment, like any markup or programming language, sometimes leave a message in your code. That's probably not a bad idea. New HTML workshop. Okay, let's leave it as that is. Next. Now what? Attributes. Attributes. All right. It's a challenge. Familiar with image tag from previous exercise? Are we? Or did I just skip past a complete exercise? Tags. Attributes. Oh, I suppose we're familiar with image tag because it mentioned it. This tag embeds an image on a page. Tag is pure important attributes. Oh, we're talking about the attributes which is inside of the tags. Okay. We've got tagged attributes. No, it's hilarious. I really don't do much front end ever. And you forget this stuff just like after a few years. It's like, Tags attribute extendability of tags allows flexible control over different options of display of elements or their behavior. Cool. You can specify attributes like this, attribute equals, yada, yada, yada. Accordance with HTML specification. Double quotes are the go, or single quotes are also the go. Apparently quotes won't cause errors. Of course, if you try defining things with spaces and don't wrap the values in quotes, it all goes a bit pear-shaped. So the challenge is you're already familiar with image, yada yada. This tag has a few important attributes. Source and alt defines the alternative text describing the image. Users will see this text displayed if the image URL is wrong or if the image is not yet downloaded. Height, width, you need to create an HTML document with an image. Feel free to set any values for source, and you need to create an HTML document with an image. Feel free to set any values for source and alt attributes. So we need an image. That's it. Okay. Okay. So let's go. Okay. So copy from meme pics. Was it drop? I'm just going to copy a computer console thingy to. Actually, let's go. I'm just going to get an image. Let's find. Just copy an image across. I'm going to copy. I'm going to change into the new HTML list. I'm going to copy Dropbox, meme pics, computer console, blah to here. File, computer console, giving image data 800 by 559. Okay, so let's move computer console PDP. Oh, actually, let's save it. All right, first, second, yada yada. So if we go image source equals here computer console dot pdp dot gif and height. Can we half-ish? Height equals 400 intrinsic height. What's the? Well, let's go and look that up. What is the HTML height attribute? How do we write that? Ugh, W3 schools, please. Don't we have like a Mozilla? No, developer Mozilla dot things and stuff. There we go. It's got to be a DuckDuckGo Mozilla bang syntax. Completely separately. Bang. Okay. Mozilla developer blah blah blah. MDN Mozilla developer. That's MDM.js. Developer network. Oh yeah, they're the same. Okay. There's no specific HTML. Mozilla developer network is also JS. Okay, so what about if we do that? What about if we go bang JS HTML image attribute? Oh, no, HTML. Not HTTP. Oh, so JS must have been for just JavaScript on the attribute image. Okay. So I don't know if anyone knows what the bang syntax is for DuckDuckGo, but it's awesome. So you can go like IMDb, there we go. And it searches directly via their search API for thousands of different websites, and you can immediately go to the thing you want rather than search for thing, click link, etc. Height. There we go. All right, so the intrinsic height of image in pixels in HTML, the height we define pixels as percentage, value must be in pixels. Okay. Okay, so if we just go height equals 400, I don't need commas, do I? This is one of those things about HTML attributes that I think is super weird. So 559.5, let's just call it 300 and say, you know, that's just we're amongst friends. I wonder if I have to double quote them. As it said, it didn't seem to be a problem, but maybe I should quote them. I don't know. Height, width, source, alt. Alt equals PDP computers. Cool. All right. So let's see if that works. Or we could at least run it, couldn't we? Let's run it and see what happens. Shazam! No file. All right. Let's be real developers here for a second and blah. How do you get developer tools? Maybe it's not an extension. God, what is it? Those tools developer things that shows how long since I've been. There we go. View developer tools. That'd be nice. Thank you. Network. Does that tell us the missed elements? Yep. Computer console. pdp.gif. /bang. Maybe it's not /bang. Maybe it's literally just. I better have an actual. Have a quick look here. Okay, well, it seems to be there. So let's say it's not that. Let's just say it's local. Image source. What about a slash? That doesn't seem to make much sense, does it? .pdp.gif. Error. Maybe it's just an underscore and oh, that's not reloading. Why is that not reloading? Index.html has changed. I thought this would be hot loading or whatever the cool kids call it these days. Okay, so let's stop it. Let's run it again. But that seems weird because it said, I've changed. I'm like, I know you have. So why don't you show me the one with, see, console_pdp.gif. So it's there now. Is it because it's not, it doesn't like your .gif? Is it not trying to render the .gif? Is that a thing? Okay, let's get another file just in case I'm being a complete muppet. No, let's have a look. Where is network? Show me and reload. All right, so it's there, right? So we request there's no preview available. It's definitely a file and it's available. So that's stupid. So let's just copy something else. Dropbox. Meme pictures. And perfect. Here we go. Here we go. Unicorn. Oh, hang on. All right, so I've got a file. I'm sorry you can't see this if you're, because here we go. What do we got? 1000 by 604. Perfect. So, okay, so let's just try and copy paste that for sanity reasons. Okay, fine. You know what? Here we go. Let's move unicorn to unicorn.jpg. Okay, so now we can just get in there and go, yeah, unicorn.jpg. Excellent. And it's 1,000, so let's replace that with, oh Jesus, let's quarter that. Yeah, that'll work. 250, and the other, so anyway, I should probably not do it down there, should I? That's kind of rude. So, all right, so what am I doing here? So file unicorn. It is 1,000 by 604. So a quarter of that would be 250 by 151. 151. All right. 151 by 250. So yeah, that's about right. So if we write that, and now theoretically we've been changed, I would guess unicorn.jpg is showing up. Oh, and should probably change. Call it a poopy unicorn rainbow. I'm sure my nephews would be super impressed. Okay, but it's still not showing up. Why is this? Why is there no preview available? Alternate text, image source is local. This is really interesting. Completely schmozzling this. So what about unicorn.jpg? First, second, and index.html. That's not even showing up with JPEG, which it should be because it's served on locally. Unless it's one of those weirdy, not just serving it, using routes. Maybe it's using routes. Or maybe I should go back to the puzzle and see if there's something in here. Image tag. Oh, did we not close? No? Yes, maybe that's what's going on. Warnings. Discarding unexpected image tag. That's probably correct, isn't it? See, don't do any front-end stuff at all. Source, the image URL, this attribute embeds the image on a page, tags its few important attributes. Attribute is mandatory for the image element. Out this attribute defines the alternative text. Users see this text displayed if the image URL is wrong or if the image is not downloaded. Height and width. You need to create an HTML document with an image. Feel free to set any values for source and out. If you did this correctly, you wouldn't feel like you're a complete muppet. So let's just go back to image here. Image. One-time candidate for user agents that support source set using the source set image link. Image source out. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just actually knock that on the head and beep. that in there for a second. It's a freaking problem. Adjacent hyphens within comment. Adjacent hyphens within comment. Shush. Okay, so what am I doing wrong, humans? I bet it's amusing to folks. Poopy unicorn rainbow. But there is no poopy unicorn rainbow. What's the shortcut for this? Is there a shortcut? Control splat L or I? Control splat I, L. Oh, no, it's downloads. Control splat I. Yeah, okay, control splat I. Source unicorn. It's in the body, it's an image, there's the source. What am I doing wrong? Okay. Gadgets were supported. Am I supposed to be using an A tag? But I was learning something here. Maybe I am not learning anything. No. HTML. Learn your HTML. Poorly. Attributes. Yada yada yada. Tag, attribute, value with spaces. You already filled in your image. Tag, but it's image. Tag important attributes. Image URL is wrong, or if the image is not yet downloaded, you may create a document with an image. Where set any values for source and out attributes. Okay, image tag. Image tag, image tag, outlet text, source, unicorn, closed quotes, and bottom of the page, I'm thinking that should, example one, alternative text, image link. Okay, so are we wrapping it? Say that use a href equals root. That's all we need, isn't it? And the one on the end. A and runs and shift splat I. Fascinating. Okay, so that's an A tag with an href of root, which is where we're at, and then unicorn.jpg still must be using some sort of routing. Okay, so we're going to cheat. We're going to cheat. When you run, well, let's verify index and see what breaks. Like, oh, hang on. Okay, so it doesn't want the A tags. It doesn't want the rest of it. Maybe that's part of the problem, that it's looking for a specific way. That's still HTML. It should just be running, right? I think so. Think so. Okay, so what else did we break? Show us what you broke. Check your solution. Yada yada yada. Your attempt. Body image. Okay. So let's just not run. What's the other one? Verify. Fine, whatever. Verify. Okay. What? what is going on? Okay, so that's literally almost exactly the same thing as mine. Source path to file doesn't have anything prepending it, neither does mine. That's the unicorn.jpg. The thing was actually found because we looked at the network stuff. Okay, that's annoying straight out the gate. Super annoying, super annoying. So if we go to network reload, 304 not modified, unicorn.jpg, and you're looking for something, Nicholas? Yeah, pair of boots. Useful thing if you're going to go into the world. So it's here. View source, accept image, yada yada yada, things and stuff. It's actually literally there. Response timing. All right, that's hateful. Why is the poopy unicorn rainbow? Maybe there's some sort of JavaScript blocky thing that I've got in place that's causing trouble, but I already hate front-end development. It's like literally trying to put in an image tag and suddenly you're all screwed up. But apparently we won, so yay! Yay! All right, that's stupid. All right, what else have we got? Pythagorean theorems, what? Inline tags. You know how to create a paragraph of text, okay? P, so it's enough to write your own book using HTML. That sounds exciting. Sometimes we meet highlighted words in books like definitions or something. Unfortunately, you don't know how to highlight words in HTML. However, you're here, so that's easy to fix. I see what you did there. Font faces. We're going to be bolding and things. All right, so let's just cut to the chase. What's the challenge down the bottom there? In this exercise, you need to create 5 paragraphs of text and use strong em sub span tags in these paragraphs, 1 tag per paragraph. If you did this, check your solution with learnyouhtml. All right, so we don't need our poopy unicorn anymore, and we can, in fact, do a paragraph. What are we doing? Upper and lower indexes. Next, relative to a text is a shift up or down of characters relative to its baseline, shifting upper index or lower index, mathematics, physics, chemistry. Yes. I know what we're doing here. So what do we need to do? We need to do 1 per thing. Special character entity references, define them like this, ampersand name, where name is a name of entity references, a few of them. Hyphenation in words such as text editors do. Okay, so it's telling us the basic replacement for ampersands and apostrophe quotes, etc. So what do we need to do? 5 paragraphs of text. So let's just go paragraph P and okay, right, and then yank. And then paste 5. Yank. And then, 4 paste. Ooh. No, hang on. Yank. Paste. There we go. Fine. And then Shift V. Control V, insert, escape, Control V, down, Shift insert, thing, escape. Boop. All right. So now we have things in our paragraphs, and we want to do what now? We want to put in strong and EM and super and sub and span. All right, and write and learn new HTML's run index. And let's have a look and see what we've got for giggles. Thing. All right. And how does that work? Verify. So not good. What's going on here? Difference. P strong text. P text strong. But P text strong text P. Really? Strong P. Why is there multiple texts going on there? Okay. Inline tags. What was your attempt solution? Body P text strong text. Body P text strong text. What? Your attempt. Body P strong text. Body P strong text. P. Okay, so what do we need? P text strong text. All right, so look at that. P. Okay, shift insert, stuff, escape, so body P text strong text. All right, thing stuff. We can't do that now though, can we? Bye Nick, good luck. Blah. All right. Okay, let's try that. Yay! It wanted more text. Something about probably reading the actual exercise would have helped, I'm guessing. Inline tags, exercise 4 of 11. So, yeah, you can see it all there. What is expected, and that's similar, so we win. Of course, that's not all of the existing inline tags, but these 5 are the most common used tags. The most common. So you definitely should know about them. Feel free to Google other tags. Yeah, I might hold off on that. learnyouhtml and headings. Okay, here we go. Heading elements. Almost in any article or blog post, you need to divide your content by logical paths with corresponding heading. HTML provides 6 levels of heading elements. Oh, yes, H tags. All right, yes, of course. Yes, H tags are great. They're wonderful. What do you want? Summary, some text here. Examples. Example 1, example 2. I like how they've got the markdown hashes as well, 2, 3. So this would look good in GitHub, which uses Markdown. Markdown, I don't mind. I can write Markdown fairly happily. What do we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, was it 5 delete? No, let's go 4 delete. Yes, better. All right. What do you want? Heading elements. Challenge. You know how to create headings and paragraphs. Please create a document with these structures. All right. Heading elements, summary, some text here, examples, example 1, some text here, example 2, text here. See also some text here. The number of hashes. Here we go, down the bottom. This is always important to read the little things. I thought that might be the case because you can see the 232. So if we just go, H2, H1, heading, no, heading elements. I'm sure that the thing is H2, the words probably matter. Summary, H2, blah. Then H2, examples, and example 1, which has got 3 hashes, so H3, and then more blah. I don't think it's going to, well, I don't think it's going to care that, we're doing example 3, yeah, example 2, H3, and some text here, some text here, some text here, so much blah, and H2, C also, and H2 closed, and wobble. All right, so let's just verify that that's anything at all like what it's meant to be. So, solution, H1 text, H2 text. P-O, P, 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 P. Yeah. P. Keep doing that for. So, yes. P. Okay. So we're putting in text into paragraphs, which seems like a far more reasonable HTML thing to do. And let's see how it likes that. Oh, hello. Yes, that's much better. We like that. That's really what we expected to see. So thank you for playing so well. You can now easily create a quite complex web page, but what if you want to create an ordered or unordered list? See, one of the things you can do as you go through, if you are new to working on code or GitHub or contributing, this is actually a reasonable thing to do, is to go through and find typos, spelling mistakes, multiple words, formatting issues. If you can neatly package it up in a friendly way and just have it as an easy pull request for the repository owner, and they can just see that it's a typo, boom, fix, you start to get a bit of a feel for how to drive GitHub mostly, and Git and versions, and having your own local branch and asking it to merge. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that makes that can be easy for somebody who's relatively new to do, that is valuable. It's actually, and if you've got an inclusive and a non-douchebaggy kind of environment of folks, which Nodeschool definitely is, you'll generally find that you'll have folks pulling in your pull requests. Wow, there's a lot of text here. So yes, don't be afraid to fix typos. And you can even do it directly on GitHub, because it makes a branch and a pull request for you if you just want to edit live on the website without having to download, make a fork, do all that stuff. Lists. Oh man, this is why I like Markdown. You don't have to think about it. Sure, ordered list, unordered list, definitions list, consider them in this exercise. if you need to create a list with numbered items, you should use the ordered list tag, list item, ordered list, list item, list item, list item, preview, first item, second item, third item. Typically, ordered lists are displayed with a preceding numbering, which can be of any form, like numerals, letters, or Roman numerals, or even simple bullets. Type indicates the numbering type has one of these values, may have one of these values. Let's say non-native English speaker is probably behind this, or somebody who might be just needing to typo their work, type check. I think that's the word. A indicates lowercase letters, capital A indicates uppercase letters, I indicates Roman numerals, lowercase and uppercase. Okay, so type, OL tag of useful attributes. I don't know if I knew this. That's kind of handy. All right, I can roll with that. Start. This integer attribute specifies a start value for numbering the individual list item. Although the ordering type of list elements might be Roman numerals, such as XXXI, or letters, that's 31, or letters, the value of start is always represented as a number. Reverse. The Boolean attribute specifies that the items of the list are specified in reversed order. Well, that's kind of cool. So hopefully we're doing a list at some point by the end of this. Unordered lists. Okay, unordered lists, UL, still list items, but that means they just don't get a number. They get a little icon. It's displayed with a bullet. Are there attributes? Type attribute, circle, disc, square. There you go. And a definition list. In some cases, you need to implement glossary or to display a list of key value pairs. There is a DL tag for such needs. DL stands for definition list and is used to enclose a list of groups of terms and descriptions. The DT is the definition tag. Okay, so you have a terms are enclosed in DT tag, which means definition term. Definitions are wrapped in DD tags. Example is single term and description. Okay. HTML, the standard markup language for creating. Okay, so HTML comes across. I really quite like to see that rendered. HTML and then DD, other terms and descriptions. Okay, so you'd have a DT and a DD. So you can write multiple terms with single definition, single term with a multiple definitions, or multiple terms with multiple definitions. Bloody hell. All right. In your HTML document, create 3 lists. All right, so let's go V and delete skis and U. All right, let's start again. And ordered list. Okay, ordered list with 3 items, and it says list item 1 and list item 2 and list item 3 and ordered list. Boop. And okay. The content of list items up to you. If you already solved this task, just check the solution. Unordered list with 3 items. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go 4. No, hang on. 4 yank and paste, and then just make it unordered. I think that should work. All right, so I just cheated there, and I just had the ordered list and the unordered list. They're exactly the same things, except I've now changed UL from OL. And then we have a definition list, which is a little bit more exciting because that has 2 pairs of terms and definitions. 2 pairs of terms. So definition term of Eki, definition term, and the definition just definition. I don't know. Patang. DD. and then DL to close, and then one yank, which is, don't ask me, but it, and what was it? It was a, hang on, definition list with definition with two pairs of term and definition. All right, so we got that. And then we'll move on. So if this doesn't make sense, you should definitely go through and do it yourself, but here we go. All right, so here's the official solution if you want to compare notes. Great, nice to see your guess how to write lists in HTML. Okay, so that is definitely, there's a whole bunch of typos in this. Nice to see your guess how to write lists in HTML. Okay, let's just go back to the menu. Tables. Can't write tables. Nobody writes tables. All right. Okay, so what are we doing now? Create this table. Oh, okay, well that's exciting. So, first row is heading row, so you should use the TH. Table, first row, so table header. Okay, so you want table head, table row. Okay, so that one there has it. So I'm just going to assume that the people who are reading or watching this live stream are absolutely up to date with their how to write tables and doing basic HTML. So I'm not going to slow down too much because shut up. Because table row, table header, and Europe, table header. That's how that works, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, table row, table header, first name, last name, Toronto, blah, blah, blah. So what we want is going to just change those guys, Asia and Africa, and then table row. So that's a row, and in the row that's a table header, and then below that we're going to want to make another table row. And this one though is just going to be table data, I think. It's going to be Ukraine. And table data closed, and then actually let's just cheat and dump that again. That one's China, that one's Egypt. And of course close our table row. Table data, actually, what do we need? We just need another set of those. So let's just go 5. So 4 yank, paste. And that one's going to be Italy, Thailand. What do I do up here? Ukraine, China, Egypt. Oh, Italy, Thailand, Sudan. Oh, fine. We'll do that. Sudan. And table row, what am I doing? TR. I didn't copy everything, did I? Fair enough. And it's a terrible idea. What am I doing? I'm going to go 5 yank and then paste. Paste? No. 4 yank. What am I doing? So Ukraine, Italy, so that's last, that's fine. I want Poland, India, and Kenya. But basically I want from here, and I want to yank 4 lines, and then I want to paste 4 lines. That's better. All right. It's really 5 lines, but you have to count from 0, I think. Poland and India and Kenya. Okay. Is that what we're doing? I think that's what we're doing. I think that's what we're doing. All right, verify. Yay! I imagine fine says we're fine. Woot! So we've done the tables. Now we're going to do some blocks. Oh my goodness. I've done this. What's going on here? Article content, article aside. Oh, this is exciting. We get footers, footer, main, header, article, section, aside. Okay, these are HTML elements, are they? Ooh, wow, jeepers, that is a lot of learnings. I like it. Now, you know, the basics of styling and composing text in HTML. Problems you can't create a web page with UI elements you use to see on real sites and web applications. This is great. If you hate CSS, this is going to be just delightful. The div tag. Element is a generic container for flow content and does not inherently represent anything. Uses a group elements for purposes such as styling, making a section, marking a section of a document and using different language. Okay, so divvying this up into chunks. I get it. You've got a content such as whatever, you name it. Okay, so consider this page layout. Header, nav, main, article, section, aside, footer. Yes. Main, header, nav, footer, section, aside, and article. New fancy HTML5 tags. Main tag represents the main content of the body of the document. Our application main content consists of content that directly relates to the content of the main element should be unique to the document, excluding any content that's repeated across a set of documents such as the sidebar, navigation, links, etc. Okay, cool. So is main, okay, header, main, footer. So main's kind of the body encapsulator of your elements. Header, navigation lanes, logo, search form, and so on. So that stays where it is. Nav element, nav represents a section of the page that links to other pages or to parts within the page. Navigation links, unordered list, that's fine. Where was that? Header, nav, okay, 3 menu items. Fair enough. Home about contact, I see. HTML footer. Footer, nearest section content. It's nearest sectioning content or sectioning root element. A footer typically contains information about the author of the section, yada, yada, yada. Yes, okay. So, HTML section. Section element represents a generic section of the document. I have no grouping of content, typically with a heading. Each section should be identified typically when including a heading, H1, H6 element as a child of the section element. Section, H1 heading, P, bunch of awesome content. Okay, HTML aside element represents section of the document with content connected tangentially to the main content of the document, often presented as a sidebar. Aside. Article, self-contained composition in a document, page, application, or site, which is intended to be independently distributed or reusable, a forum post, a magazine, or newspaper article, or a blog entry. Okay, what was the article element here? Article. Okay, article, section. So article is that whole thing, and then we have multiple sections. Page which is intended to be independently distributed or reusable, forum post, a magazine, newspaper. Okay, well, there's 2 inside, so it's a bit weird. Here you have a layout. Please write corresponding markup for this layout and check your document. All right, so we ain't tabling anymore. What have we got there? We've got 20. What did I miss? Oh, 0, 1. Oh, I got 21. Okay, 21, delete. Boop. Is that right? No. 20, delete. Perfect. Okay. So now, what are we doing? We're doing a header and a nav with a unordered list. Unordered list. Unordered list with li. I think we're just going to go with their suggestions. This is going to take a little while. About and li and contact. So this is actually turned into a how to HTML rather than how to Node. So I think sorry, but no, seems interesting. So we've got our header and our navigation. Do we want to close our header now? Yeah, we do. Okay. And header. Okay, so next, main and article and section. And is that right? No, or aside. Article, yeah, no, that's fine. Article, section, H1, H1, and then a paragraph, text, and then another section, right? Why did that not auto-align? It always worries me if that's, because it sort of means I've possibly stuffed up. Section, paragraph of text. Well, seems fair. Unless, of course, headings and text are, okay. For yank. Re-yank. This is cool. I haven't done that much formatting in ages, so it's fun to be able to do it. Heading to text to. Great. Now that should be section, article, and then aside. So we can figure out whether this is in the right order, whether it's meant to. I think so. That should be fine. 3 menu items, which is basically an unordered list, and then list item, first, and second, third, and unordered list. Okay, what's going on there? All right, and then that's asked for main. Then we should have the footer and a paragraph. Blah. And that's the body and the footer and the things and the stuff. What's missing footer? Of course you are. And then verify. Shazam! All right, so that's fairly simple. This is a bit difficult, isn't it? Yeah, I suppose. Links and references. Okay. The challenge in this exercise, you have to create a clickable image. Oh my God, we saw how well that went last time. Use image you like. All right, so I assume we're getting rid of all of the work that we did here. So I might just write it as index2.html because it was annoying to write it and I don't want to lose it. So let's just go, oh, hang on. Body, header, blah. Okay, so let's go from here and go to there and delete it. Great. And then start again. All right, so what do you want? You want a href equals local, and then target equals blank. Is that a thing? That's blank a thing. Is this what you do, is it? Okay. Fine, blank. And then image source equals, going to go with unicorn.jpg because I can, and then alt equals unicorn poops. That's got to be a closed A, I'm guessing, because image doesn't need one. And Shazam! All right, 2 challenges left. Not long to go now, folks. All right, what are we doing here? We've got forms. A form element has a lot of attributes. Well, let's find out. What do we got? 2D, open, and form. What has it got? Most important of them, action, the URI of the program. These are attributes, yeah, of the program that processes the form information. Show the method, so post, etc. And, oh yeah, there you go, and get, name the form, that's fine. More stuff, buttons, checkboxes, text, single line, text field, line breaks automatically remove. What is form? We need to know what is input. The element is used to create interactive controls for web-based forms in order to accept data from the user. How an input works varies considerably depending on the value of its type attribute. So the type of input. Type values of text input, button input, checkbox input, file input, password, radio, submit. Gotcha. Okay. Whether this item is selected by default indicate radio. Oh, submit button, submit form, and nice link to developer.mozilla. Create with 2 inputs for logic and password. Okay, for logic and password. So create with 2 inputs for logic and password and submit button. That doesn't even make sense. Create a something with 2 inputs. Create a form with 2 inputs. So again, here's another typo word missy-outy thing. Create a form with 2 inputs. I don't know what for logic, for like username and password, and a submit button. All right, so I'm guessing we need basically we just need a form. What do we do? Do we do like input? Is input how an input works varies considerably depending on the value of its type attribute. Input type equals text. Do we close tags, element, form, input? Let's have a quick look at input form values. Input elements, attributes. Show me some examples. Show me. Really? No examples? Examples, you can find multiple input elements used on the pages covering each individual type. So form, input types, text. Well, show me the button then. Input type, button value, click me. Excellent. So we're going to do something similar. Input type, button. Value equals submit. Submit. All right, JS Fiddle. That'll be fun. Let's see if that works. Excellent. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. I like that. All right. Yada yada. Input. We don't need to close the tags. We don't need file, hidden image, month, number, password. Ooh, I like that. Let's go with that for password. What are we doing? Input. Input ID, user password. It's an ID type password. So we can go input ID. No, we don't need input ID, do we? Do we? We need it to know where to link to the username. Is the form smart enough? Okay, text is red. Why is text red? Have I just been there before? It's not complete. Single line text field, line breaks automatically removed from the input value. User. Capitalize or they complete. I'm just wondering if there's a specific username. Well, let's just go with text for now. Password, button, value, submit, and then we need some like on stuff, blah, but we'll deal with that after it tells us to. And let's just be super rude and just run that, and I'm sure it's completely wrong. Oh my God, apparently that's not wrong. Apparently that's completely correct. You need the value. All right, there you go. Giggle. Styles and scripts. Styling. Okay, special resistors to your page. Share. Just gonna write as index underscore form.html. All right. And then write to index.html. Then we can for delete gone. All right. Open style tags. Style text CSS. Body color red. Yep. Fair enough. Contain information in your document, but inside the elements are expected to be CSS. Check styles and page link style file. Yes, we can do that. href, rel, attribute names of relationship of the linked document to the current document. Absolute or relative. Wait, what? Oh, rel, an attribute names. To include a style sheet in the page, use the following syntax. Link href style.css rel style sheet. And that's better to include styles in head. Note, it's better to include styles in head elements. Oh, really? And scripts. You know, include some JavaScripts, YARS. And that's the script tag, and then that's the source. It's the type, and it's the async. That's fun. Asynchronously load the script. Boolean true set to any browser script meant to be executed after the document has been passed. Defer. I bet that's also useful as well. reference script in external file, script source javascript.js/script. And it says include scripts before closing of body element. Really? That's interesting. Okay, create p text. All right, so create a web page with one inline style, one link style sheet, and one inline script or one reference script. Okay, so we could do a thing where we don't even need to, do we? We could touch script.js. Okay, and then we could just script source equals script.js, and then close that tag, and then the inline style, they wanted in the head, didn't they? Style, what do they want? An inline style? One inline style, one link style sheet, and one inline script or one reference script. So we've done a reference script, one linked style sheet. Where do you want your style sheets linked from, love? Better to include styles in the head element, include some use the following syntax, link href. All right, fair enough. So let's do that. Where do we write the styles? Where's the best part? Style sheet. Include styles in the head element. Okay, so let's just write it in the style. I'll just write it in the head. So style equals type equals text/CSS. Seems fair. Body. Oh, how about just P? Paragraph color red. What's that? Style. Okay, and then we want to do a link and set an href equals style.css, rel equals style sheet. Okay. What is it? Style.css. And then we can just do that should be, yeah, let's do that. And then we'll just put an H in here above the P. Okay, nice. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. I think that should be it. Verify index. Ooh, and we're broken. What were you expecting? Your attempt. Oh, body script. What? Oh, what? I'm not allowed to have a test thing in there. You're ridiculous. Pah! Here is my body and my style sheets and my scripts, but there is no content with which to change, so that's fine. Okay, you finished. Learn your HTML. Nice job. Thank you for spent time. We hope you've been enjoying with this workshopper. I have been enjoying with this workshopper. I think it's definitely got some love that can be given to it. So if anyone's out there that wants to give some love to a workshopper that looks like we could do with some love. That was fun. Yeah, get out of that. Hang on. Let's have a quick look. Learn You HTML. So we've completed Learn You HTML. That is the sum total of a completed workshopper, and now we're very excited and we've done it all. Next time you want to come to do it, if you actually have a look at the help, you'll see that it's got information here. Definitely go to Nodeschool discussions, and you see it's Nodeschool/discussion/issues, which is basically issues about the workshoppers themselves, not about the individual workshop you were just doing. So you can see they've got a whole bunch of tags here, and we could go issue is open, and then I don't know what the tag reference is. So if I click something, there we go, label, and I'm going to go learn you HTML, and then maybe, so there's none. All right. So at the moment, there are no issues open with tagged with learn you HTML. It's not to say that they're not, but okay. So it doesn't look like it's being done. And Freenode IRC, absolutely. Node.js channel. So that's a place you can go. That's good advice. Found a bug with Learn You HTML or just want to contribute. That's the, Dennis Doven. So thank you, Dennis Doven. And nice, etc. So thanks, man. Software consultant, open source addict, founder of Nodeschool in, well, there's some, where is Chernovitsy? Chernovitsy is a city in Western Ukraine. There you go. The old English is a fifth language. I do love traveling around the world, and yes. So, Ukrainian. Fantastic. Nice. All right. Where is it? Right in the middle. Right in the middle. Coolio. All right. That's it. I think that's the end of the stream for now. No, what were you going to say? I was going to say reset. This one here is quite handy. If you come back to a workshop that you liked and you wanted to try it again, you can go learn you HTML, reset. Boop. So that when you run learn you HTML again, whoop, it's all fresh and clean. So you can just give it another go. So what I would do is actually go make directory 2017 and then move everything into 2017. Yes, can't put the folder into the folder, but we now have everything in one folder. And git status, git add all, git commit message, twitch.tv live streaming of learn you HTML, and then it makes all the things, and then git push. All right. Hopefully this will be something that I can do more often, because it's actually really motivating to just keep working on the project or whatever it is you're trying to do, because you know that maybe there will be people watching, and I kind of like that. So yeah, awesome. And that's it for now. Thank you so much to all the humans who may possibly watch this in the future, and ta-ta.